another butt-kicking? Just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 1, Episode 6, 7, and 8 explored. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel Movie Creepers. In today's video, we're diving deep into the last 3 episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That's right, we're talking about episodes 6, 7, and 8, packed with intense moments, character development, and some serious superhero drama. So grab your webs and let's swing right into it. Before we jump into the exploration, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on future videos. Thank you. Let's begin.
I guess you saw that coming.
Episode 6 explored. We kick things off with Peter trying to patch things up with Nico and Harry, which is honestly kind of awkward. Peter's been under a lot of stress lately, dealing with the whole Spider-Man secret, Oscorp's shady dealings, and his strained relationships. So, it's no surprise that he finds himself becoming Pearl's new lab partner when Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone, is absent. Speaking of Lonnie, he's going through a lot. At home, he and his brother Andre have a tense argument where Andre expresses his disappointment. Lonnie joined the gang to get out of his brother's shadow, but now, Andre sees him as just another thug. Meanwhile, Norman Osborn is off at a charity dinner, leaving Peter and Harry to hang out on their own. While they're about to head out, Peter catches Jean Foucault snooping around, but brushes it off. Nothing seems suspicious at the moment, but that's just the calm before the storm. The trio spends a quiet evening bonding over Tomb Buster. Yes, a cool Moon Knight reference, as they talk about their shared experiences of growing up without their moms. It's a surprisingly heartfelt moment in the midst of all the chaos. But then, the big plot kicks in at the charity gala. Norman's there, and we get some important reveals. First, we get a mention of Lagos, from the opening of Captain America, Civil War, and a mention of Eleanor Bishop. Norman also runs into none other than Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who's very interested in Oscorp's stance on rogue superheroes. Norman, ever the manipulator, claims that Spider-Man is actually working for him, but he throws a curveball by saying that John Gallo, a security guard, is the one behind the mask. It's a pretty bold lie, but Norman's got an agenda, and I'm sure it's not as simple as it looks. Back in the field, Peter's forced to leave his friends to investigate a security breach at Oscorp. There, he meets Daredevil, and let me tell you, this is a dream come true for comic book fans. Daredevil's theme from the Netflix series kicks in, and the rooftop fight is amazing. But Daredevil isn't here to hurt Peter. He's trying to warn him that Oscorp is hiding something. Daredevil bests Peter in a fight, knocking him out cold, before leaving him with a warning. While Peter's knocked out, Harry and Nico spend some time together. Nico's insecurities rise to the surface, and she starts to suspect that Peter might be hiding something. Harry eventually spills the beans that Peter is Spider-Man, but Nico's in denial at first. That is until she finds the evidence, Peter's mask and sketches in his bag. She's hurt, feeling betrayed by her best friend for not confiding in her. Meanwhile, Tombstone is still grappling with his new role as Big Donovan's right-hand man. But as tensions rise with the Scorpions, things get even messier. Camilla Black is working behind the scenes, using Lonnie's connection to Donovan's gang to track down their base. But things take a dark turn when Otto Octavius, the mastermind behind the supervillain's weapons deals, turns Mac Gargan into the Scorpion. This is bad news for Peter, and bad news for the city.
Wow, you did it! Well, this was super fun, but I think it's
Episode 7 explored. Scorpion Rising. Episode 7 kicks off with Peter still trying to repair his friendship with Nico after the whole Spider-Man reveal. The emotional weight is there, and you can feel the tension between them. Lonnie is still missing from school, and we learn that Pearl's been hearing from Andre, Lonnie's younger brother. The drama between the Lincoln brothers continues as Lonnie has fully embraced his new identity as Tombstone, now under Big Donovan's wing. Peter and Norman team up to figure out Otto's next move. They discover that Otto is using gamma radiation for his experiments, which, of course, immediately brings up memories of Spider-Man 2. Peter and Norman track Otto's movements, hoping to stop him before things get any worse. Meanwhile, Harry and Nico share a lighter moment, grabbing pizza together. Harry tries to get Nico to forgive Peter, but she's worried that Peter's pushing her away. They bond over pizza, and even go on a spontaneous street race. However, things get weird when Nico's necklace starts glowing, and she uses it to avoid a crash. A little bit of mystery here, but we'll get to that later. Back to the main action, Lonnie, who's now fully entrenched in Big Donovan's gang, rejects Pearl when she finds him in Donovan's hideout. This sets the stage for a brutal attack when Scorpion arrives. The Scorpion, now fully suited up, goes on a rampage, killing gang members left and right. But don't worry, Spider-Man swings in to save the day, even if it's a little late. Peter tries his best to take down Scorpion, using all his webs to trap him, but it's not enough. Scorpion overloads his suit, fusing it to his body, and then proceeds to destroy Peter. It's a brutal fight, with Peter getting stabbed and savagely beaten in the process. Norman is busy tracking Otto and misses Peter's desperate cries for help, which is a huge mistake. Just as things seem hopeless for Peter, Norman realizes something is wrong and sends in a glider, definitely giving us Goblin vibes, to take out Scorpion. This moves Peter to safety as he passes out, barely escaping with his life.
You're busted, Bowl Cut. Iron Man to the rescue.
Episode 8, Floored. Tangled Web. In Episode 8, we pick up with Oscorp's medics working on Peter, but of course, Norman has his own agenda. Oscorp is collecting Peter's blood, which is a little creepy, but it makes sense given Norman's interest in Peter's powers. When Peter wakes up, Norman covers for him, telling Aunt May that Peter's just recovering from a skateboarding accident. Peter then finds out that his experiment with Dr. Carla Connors has worked. It's a small victory, but it's one that keeps him going. He calls Nico to apologize for everything that's been going on, and they make plans to finish their assignment. However, when Peter tries to talk to Lonnie, he finds out that Tombstone is too deep in the gang to leave it. He's helping Big Donovan take down the Scorpion, and things are only going to get worse from here. Meanwhile, Otto is still in hiding, playing video games, and living the life of a recluse. That is, until the military comes for him. Otto unleashes his extra arms, but in typical fashion, he's not wearing them, and it's just pure chaos as he takes down the soldiers. But his escape doesn't go as planned. Thaddeus Ross is there, and he's got backup in the form of Iron Man. The battle between these two forces is just beginning. Back in the Oscorp building, Norman tells Peter that he needs to stop holding back. Norman wants Peter to embrace his power because, with great power comes great respect. Definitely a twisted take on Uncle Ben's famous words. On the other side of town, Big Donovan gets a lead from the Chameleon, who's finally sporting his classic comic mask, and Lonnie, feeling more powerful than ever, rallies his gang. Meanwhile, Harry finds Peter in a dark place, and he reminds him that he's not Norman. Harry inspires Peter to be better and reveals something amazing. He's made Peter a new suit. Yes, folks, it's the classic red and blue Spider-Man suit. The final takeaway. And there we have it. The last 3 episodes of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man have been full of twists, turns, and emotional moments. Peter's journey is far from over, and with new allies and even more dangerous enemies, things are only going to get more intense from here. What do you think is going to happen next? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any more Spider-Man goodness. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.
Whoa, man! We're so high up! This is incredible! Definitely top 5 super.